Well, let's come back to colleges then. I know that's a big thing for you at the minute, especially with efixx. So if we start with it, what are efixx doing with colleges and how did it start?
Yeah, so when I came into the business, my one was that we'd have to keep one foot in colleges. So it was okay that I'd get a lot more time now effectively producing content that helps electricians, which is great. But my previous guys obviously was always with students. And I knew that it's incredibly difficult for colleges to get real quality interaction with brands and therefore support them. But also, as Ofsted have developed out what they expect from colleges, they expect employer engagement, outside interaction with the real world. How are you going above and beyond? How are you bringing in what is happening in your industry into the actual college? So that became a lovely bridge for us to come across to colleges with different things that we're doing. So we started out testing the water, see who would like to support it. You know, it would be great if we could do this for absolutely nothing, but unfortunately we're a business. You know, our time is our money as well. So we got a lot of people, and some of them have been on from the very start. So they started on the first one I've done, and they're still on 3 years later. And they're continuing to roll it over, which is fantastic. So we get out to those colleges, and obviously they think it's about the visit. And I'd like to be really clear with people, it's not about one day. Because if you think we're connected only for one day, it's only the learners on that day, Monday maybe, in that year that get to see us and experience us. It's actually about being connected before the visit. How can you leverage the fact that you're involved with efixx? The one day, fantastic, but how can we continue that leverage on it afterwards? So colleges have nominated themselves for awards that we do. They've nominated their learners post-college for 30 under 30 awards and all the rest of it. So all of a sudden, when our inspector comes in, you've got colleges that say, well, Gary's visited us several times, not just the predominant visit. We've been doing these free training packages, which are CPDs, which help support our full-time and apprentice learners. We've also nominated them for awards, and we've got one of them's won, or several of them won 30 under 30 awards. We've also been shortlisted for college or lecturer of the year. All of a sudden, that looks like that's meaningful. For me personally, but actually for the college as well. That somebody can sit there, and I've done 4 Ofsted inspectors where I've been the call. So they ring me to ask how we're engaging with these colleges. And you just think to yourself, that's quite legacy. That is a good moment for Gary. Gary loves the colleges. And I've just started up a WhatsApp group chat last week with everyone who's in my phone. I always put them in, and I add the word college, even though a private training provider in there. So I search for everyone with a college in their name. And we've got 90 people now interacting with each other on a WhatsApp group. It was busy over the weekend, and I can put videos in there. So I talk to them about stuff rather than typing. I just drop a video in. And all of a sudden, you've got colleges all around the country trying to help each other. Well, that's unheard of, because we wouldn't, not me personally, but I've been in colleges where if you've got a set of notes, you wouldn't share it with the person sitting next to you because they're yours. Well, I send out a memory stick for all these colleges, which has got my 19 years worth of teaching material on, along with other people who've donated theirs. And the feedback is, I can't believe you sent me that memory stick. Well, why would I keep it and not help improve your college? It's just, if we can bring everyone together, look at our electrical industry, wholesalers and all the rest of it, we all speak to each other. I'd like FE to talk to each other to make it easier and better for you. It's a very difficult job. It probably isn't as well paid as it should be. And learners, I'm sure they're always going to be challenging, but they've been brought up in a tech-savvy world. So if you've been in FE and you've not kept up with the times, sometimes you need a little help to move yourself forward.